Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to talk about a little bit about the history of JavaScript. Now you must be wondering why should we talk about the history, because later in this series we are going to talk about ECMAScript 2016, and for you to understand what ECMAScript is all about, you need to know a little bit about the history of JavaScript. So let's get started. So JavaScript was created in 10 days by Brendan Eich. The history was like that. Netscape Navigator, the prominent browser at that time, wanted a glue language so that people or other artisans like designers, developers and people who are into creative work can use a language to glue their images or artwork together with the HTML. So they needed some kind of script or language to act as an intermediary communication between those images and the HTML. Okay. So Brendan Eich was assigned this task of creating such a language. Basically the idea was that Netscape Navigator guys wanted Brendan Eich to port the scheme language in such a way so that those Netscape Navigator guys can use scheme language to act as that glue language. But Brendan Eich came up with this whole new language that is known as JavaScript. At that particular time, original name of JavaScript was Mocha. It was not known as JavaScript. In the inception, it was known as Mocha. Later, it was renamed as LiveScript, and which is now known as JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript has nothing to do with Java. Java was famous at the time when this JavaScript came along. So these guys thought that it would be cool to ride on the success of Java and give their language a similar name to Java, so that people will think that okay, JavaScript is something related to Java, and since Java was being used everywhere, so JavaScript can also be used in many different places and something like that. So it was just a marketing gimmick, and that is it. So JavaScript has nothing to do with Java. Microsoft at that time also tried to create a reverse engineer version of JavaScript, which they called JScript or VBScript, and later it was discarded in favor of JavaScript. Now Microsoft also uses JavaScript as their scripting language for their IE browsers. Now we need to know something about ECMAScript. So what is ECMAScript? ECMAScript is basically the standardized version of JavaScript. In 1996 and 1997, JavaScript was taken to this ECMA, which is a body in Europe, to carve out a standard specification which will guide the future developments of the language. So basically ECMAScript is that standard specification for scripting language, and JavaScript is the most well-known implementation of the same standard. There are other implementations of ECMAScript in the market. The more prominent implementation is ActionScript 3. So to give you a brief milestone journey of ECMAScript's versioning, we can see that ECMAScript 2 was released in 1998. ECMAScript 3, which is the baseline for modern day JavaScript, the JavaScript which we are using today to program or to write our application, was released in 1999. ECMAScript 5 was released in 2009. ECMAScript 4 never happened because the persons or the bodies who were in charge of carving out ECMAScript 4 never came to any conclusion or at any same page, and there were too many clashes, or you can say a difference in opinions of all of the stakeholders. So ECMAScript 4 never happened, and they just skipped ECMAScript 4 and released ECMAScript 5 in 2009. So we are now at version ECMAScript 6. Officially it is ECMAScript 15, but the name of the release is ECMAScript 6, also known as ES6. So in our videos we are going to use latest features which can give you many improved or new functionality like destructuring of arrays and all. So I thought it would be okay to talk a little bit about history of JavaScript so that you guys know that what ECMAScript is all about. So that if we are going to talk about ECMAScript or ES6 in later part of this series, you guys must be having some kind of idea about what ECMAScript is, and you already have some background of ECMAScript and history of JavaScript. So with this video I wanted to cover that topic, and I hope that you now have some kind of idea or a rough idea about how JavaScript originated and what ECMAScript is. So later in my video we are going to use the feature of ES6 to write some programs, and we will learn some great deal about ES6 features in later part of this video series. And I would request you all to just subscribe to this channel and share these videos with someone who you think can actually benefit from it. If you have any queries or questions regarding the material in this series, you can just hit me up on Twitter @Rajat1Saxena, or you can write me an email at rajat@rajatstudio.com so that I can address your queries. And please do support this tutorial by giving it a thumbs up or subscribing to this channel. Thank you all for your time. I hope you get many successes in your journey in JavaScript. Thank you. Bye. Take care.